You think you know the story of Beauty and the Beast, a tale of love, transformation, and the power of inner beauty. But what if I told you it wasn't just a fairy tale? What if beneath the velvet gowns and enchanted roses, this story concealed something far older, a shadowy memory of ritual sacrifice, ancient gods, and a pact between humans and beasts? Hidden beneath the surface of this romantic fable lies a sacred myth that has existed for over 4,000 years. This isn't just a story of a girl falling in love with a monster. It's a coded message from a time when survival meant giving up what you cherished most, not willingly. Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Belle, known for her beauty, kindness, and love for books. She lived in a quiet village with her father, a humble inventor. One day, her father lost his way in the forest and stumbled upon a mysterious castle. He picked a rose for Belle, but the castle's master, a terrifying beast, appeared and demanded retribution. To save her father, Belle offered herself in his place. She became a prisoner in the castle. Over time, she discovered that the beast was not cruel, but sorrowful, trapped by a curse. Through her compassion and sacrifice, she saw past his monstrous exterior. In the end, her love broke the spell. The beast transformed back into a prince. They lived happily ever after. A heartwarming story, right? But the roots of this tale grow deeper and darker than you might imagine. The version most of us know today came from 18th century France, written by Jean-Marie Leprince de Beaumont in 1756. It was shortened and moralized for children. A young woman choosing kindness over fear. A reminder to look past appearances. But before that, in 1740, novelist Gabrielle Suzanne de Villeneuve wrote a much longer version. In it, Beauty had dreams of a mysterious woman offering cryptic warnings. The beast's curse involved complex magical laws, and Beauty herself was not a mere peasant, but the daughter of a powerful fairy queen raised by humans in hiding. And even earlier, the roots spread wide. In the medieval tale Cupid and Psyche, recorded in the 2nd century by Apuleius, a mortal woman is sent to marry a hidden, monstrous god. She lives with him in luxury, but may not look upon his true form. Eventually, love and sacrifice transform both of them. Across centuries, the story shifted from sacred union to moral fable to romantic fairy tale. But why did this transformation happen? And what ancient memory lies buried in the beast's shadow? Let's dig deeper. Because Beauty and the Beast isn't a standalone legend. It's part of a mythological pattern that spans civilizations. In Sumerian mythology, the goddess Inanna descends into the underworld, passing through 7 gates and sacrificing her garments, her power until she faces her monstrous sister Ereshkigal. In return for wisdom and rebirth, she must offer a life in exchange. In Greek myth, Andromeda is chained to a rock to appease a sea monster. Perseus saves her, but only after her parents sacrifice her voluntarily to preserve their kingdom. In Scandinavian tales, the White Bear, King Valimon, and East of the Sun, West of the Moon both tell of a maiden who marries a beast or animal bridegroom crossing dangerous terrain to break a spell that binds him. In each of these stories, a girl is sent or volunteers to live with a terrifying figure. Her journey isn't just romantic, it's spiritual. She acts as a bridge between the human and the divine, the living and the dead. Beauty may not just be a brave daughter. She may be a priestess, offering herself in a forgotten rite of passage. In 2013, researchers analyzing folk tales across cultures discovered that animal bridegroom, stories like Beauty and the Beast exist in over 180 cultures, from India to Iran, Scandinavia to Nigeria. Using phylogenetic methods tools from evolutionary biology, they traced these tales back over 4,000 years. The story structure is nearly identical. A young woman is promised to a monstrous being in return for wealth, protection, or to save a family member. She crosses a boundary, often a forest or a mountain, into a hidden world. There, she learns that the monster is more than he seems. Through her empathy or love, transformation occurs. These patterns predate organized religion in many areas. They align with burial rites, initiatory journeys, and fertility myths. In a Neolithic tomb complex in southern Italy, archaeologists discovered carvings of a woman standing before a bull-headed figure offering her hands. Beside them, a blooming plant with thorns. A rose? This wasn't just a fairy tale. It was a ritual reenacted for generations. Let's decode the symbols. The beast is not just a prince under a curse. He is the guardian of liminality, a being that dwells between worlds, man and animal, spirit and flesh. He represents death, wilderness, and the unknown. The rose is not simply a token of love. In ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, it symbolized the soul, rebirth, and sacrifice. A plucked rose signified a life taken or a soul willingly offered. Beauty's voluntary sacrifice echoes the role of ancient priestesses who crossed into sacred groves, caves, or temple spaces guarded by creatures or gods, to seek visions or offer their life for the tribe as renewal. The castle? It's the other world, the place where spirits dwell. In Celtic mythology, this was often a shimmering island or an invisible fortress hidden by enchantment. Belle's story is a soul's journey, a descent. She does not merely fall in love with a monster. She descends into the underworld, faces fear, embraces the unknown, and returns transformed with knowledge, power, and peace. The story of Beauty and the Beast, you thought, was just a romantic children's tale, is actually a timeless ritual older than writing about voluntary sacrifice, initiation, and the alchemy of love and death. It's a bridge between feminine power and the mysteries of the other world. A message whispered across millennia, that transformation is only possible when we give up what we fear to lose. In the Beast, we see what we dread. In Beauty, we see the courage to face it. So the next time you hear, "Once upon a time," remember, behind every fairy tale is a path once walked by ancient feet, softly, solemnly, toward the unknown. And if this tale has left you questioning everything you thought you knew, just wait until we unravel the next forgotten legend.